Okay, so I think we are live on Facebook. Hey guys, welcome to the eighth episode of the copyright of Think Like a Copywriter. Now, real quickly, I am going to talk about the elephant in the room. I trimmed my facial hair right down. I know it's surprising for some of you guys to see my face and be like, "Oh my god, that's what he looks like." That's actually what I look like without facial hair. So, welcome to my surprise ending of life, essentially, of how we do this. So, real quickly, I want to just a quick shout out to a couple of my friends that I am actually going to be mentioning today. That is my friend Steven Summers from sidehustleheroes.com, as well as all of his fun stuff that he does with what was it? Was it Superhero Marketplace, which is all Amazon stuff as well, or Market Hero Marketplace. The dude's brilliant what he does, and also we're going to be discussing my buddy Brad Costanzo, who is known for me because Brad is genuinely that much of a badass, and I freaking love him. I think he's brilliant, just a brilliant dude. Hopefully, you heard me say brilliant dude. Anyway, so with that being said, today's episode is literally going to be covering quite a few things. As you guys saw, we're going to be talking about when the challenge starts for the copywriter for the Think Like a Copywriter challenge, why it's $97, why Stephen Summers called me a loon, among other words, this morning, and just a lot of fun stuff, including what to read this weekend, because there is some stuff I would recommend you guys check out to help your business grow. Now, for the people who are wondering why do I have this red thing on, honestly, I just love this. This is amazing. And Bogdan right in there with like, "Where's the beard?" I knew I'd get that. I knew someone would ask, but yeah, I decided to trim it down for the time being. But by the time Ramadan ends, my beard will be back to its full luscious state, so you guys can actually see it grow throughout this challenge. Anyway, so let's get right into it. So the reason why Stephen Summers actually called me a complete loon, stark raving mad, and all the ridiculous things under the sun is simply because the Think Like a Copywriter challenge is actually designed to help you create a welcome sequence for your emails. Now, if you have the right kind of welcome sequence that I've been creating for my clients, we get an average of 22% retention rate above what everyone else gets. So, like the initial email sequence would go out and they'd lose clients. Obviously, we all do. But ours, we're getting a 22% boost versus their previous stuff. And this is across the board. It's been higher, it's been lower, but 22% was the average medium even, of conversions we actually saw throughout our entire testing process. So one of the cool things that, and I've only just realized I haven't recorded this on my site. Oh well, I'll download it in a minute. What I was going to say was, as far as it goes with how we're actually doing this, each email that we're going to be breaking down is essentially a different day. So it's a 14-day challenge. You guys get three training days, two Q&A days every week over a 2-week period, except for Saturday and Sunday. Those are the only days I'm not going to be hopping on to do any kind of training, but I will answer Q&As in the group. And essentially, the way it's broken down is quite simple. You get 30 minutes of training where I will be showing the psychology of why certain things work while we break down an actual email that I've written for a welcome sequence. And then I'm going to show you how you can actually use those same elements in your sequences moving forward. And even cooler than that, it's a fun little thing that we're doing. You also get to have you get the swipe file, you get the template, and then you get the breakdown, the psychology behind it. So it's absolutely impactful. And then of course you have 24 hours to do you have 2 days basically. So you have Tuesday and Wednesday before the call to do the homework. Now, the call itself is going to be taking place. I've not decided a time, but it's most likely going to be 2 p.m. GMT or 4 p.m. GMT. It's either going to be before or after the show. I think it might be before just simply because it means I have more of a chance to, sorry, I have more of a chance to actually figure out what I could be talking about, what I could be sharing on here, because that's more powerful to me than anything. Is I love doing the show, regardless of the challenge. I will be doing the show. So the reason he said it's 97 is kind of ludicrous is because you get access to everything like that. Hey Sammy, good to see you again. You get access to everything basically. My knowledge, my understanding, the swipe files. So within like week 2, by the end, like so basically it starts on May the 4th. By May 18th, 2020, you will have a working completed welcome series that you can post out to your mailing list. And it's absolutely brilliant. So you'll have the knowledge as well. So with that being said, let's jump into why Brad Costanzo is the man and what ideation is, and basically how we use it. So ideation is this ability to figure out. I think I've frozen. I'm not sure. Have I frozen? Guys, tell me if I've frozen, because I am stuck in a ridiculous face right now. But we'll see. Anyway, we'll just keep going because wow, that's how long it's been. My thing is still on it, so I'm just gonna give me one moment. Hold on. Just gonna refresh this live, make sure it keeps going. Hopefully it's working, and you guys are just not staring at my ridiculous face. Sorry if you are staring at my ridiculous face. I apologize for you having to do so. Oh, there we are. No, I haven't frozen. It's just my end of my stuff that's being weird. Anyway, back to it. So ideation is quite simple. Ideation is this ability to take an idea and expand with it. So Walt Disney used to use this thing where he'd walk into someone and be like, "Hey, I need the idea department," and they weren't allowed to give constructive feedback. They could give constructive feedback, but it wasn't anything that was too supreme and complete. It was always a case of, we want to give you more ideas. So we have like 101 ideas. Now that's done, you can look at how you can pick them apart and how you can apply them in the market. Basically, it's down to departments and sorry, you have compartmentalization. I can't speak English today. But you also have departmentization, which is where you actually isolate different areas of your departments based on what's needed. So with that being said, the way that Brad and I do this is we call each other and we sit down, we actually look at how we can create ideas around different courses and products and trainings and everything else in between of how we can serve our community. Now, how you can do this is find a friend or someone that you trust, 2 or 3 people, and basically make them your idea people. Make it, you guys go sit down together, you guys spend time together, and they actually tell you what your ideas should be, what they look like, what you're thinking. They can poke holes in them. And I do this with a couple of people. And before I ran Think Like a Copywriter, I was going to do this anyway. So I'm doing this as is. But one of my friends literally gave me the idea of how I can structure my challenge and what to do. And trust me, it's going to be incredible. So the way that you use ideation for your own business is that you put together the ideas, you write them down, you list them from worst to best, you figure out exactly what's going to happen, when you're going to finish them, what the deadlines are, and then that's when you start moving forward with execution. And then you have like idea plot holes that you can really pick up. But guys, I want to actually find out more of your Q&As, because like there are so many things I can talk about, but I really need your help on this. So send me some messages. Tell me about what you want me to cover and how you want me to do it, because I love doing stuff like this. It makes me happy, it makes you happy, and everyone's good to go. And essentially, like, one of the last things I really want to talk about is like what you can read this weekend. Now, this weekend is a special weekend because it's the first weekend of Ramadan for me, so obviously I'm going to be doing some stuff. But as you can tell, I'm a huge fan of books, as what's behind me. And what that basically means is I'm going to make some recommendations. So the first one that I would recommend, Laws of Human Nature, which is over there by Robert Greene. I definitely recommend reading it. It's a really, 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 really ridiculously good book. Specifically on how to look at the psychology of people around you. The second recommendation, I know we're on Facebook, is actually this book, Linked Inbound, by my buddy and friend Sam Rathling. Sam is a G and a genius. She's absolutely amazing. As you can see her face, she is brilliant at LinkedIn. Absolutely one of the best I've ever seen. She's helped me so very much and helped so many of my friends and clients. Now, if you go ahead and use LinkedIn is basically what Facebook was in 2011, meaning it is the Wild West of content. Their copy is so easy to basically go out and stand yourself out from that you'd be an idiot not to do so. So with that being said, those are my book recommendations, the 2. I also have a third, which is Get Everything, what was it? What to Do When It's Your Turn, It's Always Your Turn by Seth Godin. Great book. Jay Abraham book, which is how to getting everything you can out of everything you've got, out of all you've got, sorry. That's another great book. I would also recommend something a little bit more light reading if you're up for it this weekend, just something really chill and simple. I'd recommend going back over and reading Shibumi, which isn't a super light read, but it's a good read because it's about an assassin that came out of retirement. Think pre-John Wick, John Wick. They also have the book in John Wick as well as the thing, as well as a reference around it. So guys, if those are my reading recommendations, other than that, I'd say check out the podcast because we release new episodes. Today's episode was with the third member of SEM Rush. I think it might be Anna or Olga. So I'm going to quickly check iTunes because that's what you do when you do these lives, and you remember that you're supposed to be doing this one other thing. So as far as it goes, yeah, Anna basically went live today. She dropped some incredible knowledge on the podcast. It's absolutely brilliant. But not so definitely go check it out. It's just Adil Amarsi Unplugged. You can find me on iTunes, Stitcher, and Spotify. That being said, guys, please head on over to thinklikeacopywriter.com. Sign up for our challenge if you're up for it. Right now, it's just registration paid, so we'll send you emails when these episodes go live. But most importantly, and the most important thing, is I want to give more value to you. So send me a message. Let me know what I can do for you, because if you don't tell me, I'm going to keep covering stuff. And I really just need your input, because why wouldn't I? It's always good to get input from others. All right, guys, take care. Have an amazing weekend ahead, and I will see you guys very soon. Take care.